because I'd run out of this OSB, because the guy cut it so badly, I've bought this other roofing, I suppose you could use it for ceilings or walls, but it seemed quite strong, and it was much cheaper, and I didn't have to buy like a whole big sheet of OSB just to get a small piece. So I had to get this cut in half to fit into the back of my van. So what I'm going to do is you can see it's got like, I don't know, like a thinner part over there. I'm actually going to cut that off. They have it on either end. You can see here. So I'm going to cut that thin strip off. And then I am going to, just move this around. Okay, so I will then cut it. Basically, I'm going to measure it so that it comes down halfway on this part here, so that I can, I don't know what, so it can balance and give it a little bit of support. And then I'm going to cut another piece that will be for, this is going to be the area where I'll put sawdust and the toilet paper. So the piece that's going to come down here, I'll cut that one. It'll also have its own hinges, so I can open that one separately to opening up this one. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm not an engineer or a carpenter. I'm just trying to work all of this out. And then from the other piece that I've got this size, I'm going to cut a strip which will go along there. And that will be what I will fix the one part of the hinge to, the other part of the hinge onto this. And then over here, I will be putting on the toilet seat. So what I am going to have to do is draw a hole and then cut it out with the jigsaw. That's going to be an adventure. My last experience with the jigsaw was nearly vibrating myself right out of the room. That's the cunning plan. Trying to figure out how this thing works, because I need this to be flat, and I don't know how you make it flat. Does it just move? I don't want to break it. It goes like that, but how do you make this flat on the... I don't know how that's going to work. To think about this now, because this has got to fit onto something. So this piece is going to get bolted on, and then that somehow or other don't know, you don't want to have your toilet at an angle if you're wanting it to be flat. I'm not sure how this works. It bends like that. It bends like that, but that doesn't help. I need it to bend flat. Maybe this toilet is not going to work. How am I going to do it to bend that flat? I don't know how to work this. Somehow or other that's got to go in, but that doesn't go in at an angle. I'm going to have to work out how to attach this toilet seat. That's going to be the big thing. But what I want to do now is work out where the toilet seat is actually going to go. So if I am about maybe, let's see how much in will I be? 7. So the toilet, the hole can only be 7 in. Let's just mark this over here. The hole can only be 7 in. Let's just mark 7 in, and then I can get an idea. I don't know how I'm going to attach that. That's like beyond my pay grade. Okay, right, so that's going to be more or less there, so it can't be. But you want your toilet seat to come to the edge. So it's going to be about there, I reckon. I reckon about there. Now it goes flat. So you actually have to open it. Oh, I've solved the problem. Sort of, maybe. I don't know. But I reckon this is where it's going to be. So, oh, God. Let's see. Oh, perfect height. Okay. This is going to work. Right, so this is going to be where the toilet, the hole is going to come. There. Okay, so I now know where the hole is going to come. And I've planned out, I'm going to have to make a cut there, and I'm going to have to make a cut there. And to do these cuts, I have now had to buy a circular saw. I've just bought a circular saw. Because if I'm going to do this, I have to do it properly. And they cut it all skew for me at the lumber yard anyway. So I am going to try and cut it myself and see if I can cut it straight. So I'm very pleased with this. I think my cuts are much straighter than that guy that did it. So I've got so far the lid piece for the sawdust toilet roll area, and I'm going to be putting another strip, a separate strip along here, because that's going to be what I'll be attaching the hinges onto. And this one also fits okay. This, you can see I've drawn where the toilet toilet seat will go. I've also left space for hinges. I managed okay with my new circular saw. It does make a hell of a mess on the floor, which I have to now clean up. And I did accidentally saw off part of the table, but it's a start. I'm quite pleased with what I managed to do. Okay, it might not be perfect, but I've got a hole. Let's just put this the right way now. It's gonna fit on like that. Okay, oh my goodness. I finally managed to use that jigsaw. I've created a sort of a hole. So I have fixed this piece. I first put the hinges on it underneath. It does come up. I've got like quite dangerous pricks sticking up here from the screws. I don't know how you get rid of that. But now I thought I would just lift this up and then fix these on underneath this piece. But it doesn't seem to work that way, so I'm going to have to try and think about this and figure something out. Okay, I've just figured out a plan. I need to unscrew this and then first attach the other part onto that and then screw that down. So I've made the hole for the toilet seat. Just need to attach that. But this is the toilet roll sawdust thing. And look, now I'm just showing off. Check, I even put on knobby things. But look, it opens with the hinges. Da, da, da. Just have to try and find a way to get rid of this. But I think if I put a small piece of wood over that, it'll hide it. So the toilet seat is on. I have put that, I don't know if this is supposed to go all the way to the top. I can't slide it on any further than that. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to go all the way to the top. I can't make it do that. But look at this. Da, da, da. I am really proud of this. Now I've got to put in the urine diverter, and I'm going to hinge this lid on like I did that one. I've just got 2 hinges for it, but I think it's a bit heavier than that. So I think I'm going to quickly nip down to the hardware store to buy another set of hinges and have 4 going across. So I have put in 2 little wooden offcut pieces for the urine diverter to rest on. So I think that's going to work. And I have done it. I have built the heaviest the heaviest composting toilet out. But check here. You see, that's where the toilet paper and the sawdust can go. And check, urine diverter is in. So the pee goes in the front, the poo in the back. And it's also got handles to lift up the whole thing. Oh my God, I have really done it. It's taken like a few weeks. I mean, I watch these people on YouTube and they knock them up in 10 minutes. But anyway, it works. It's very stable. It is very heavy. And my plan is that once it's in its permanent position, I actually want to cover it with Portuguese tiles. So that's the grand plan. So my biggest project I've ever tackled in my life is done. Look. I am ultra chuffed.